my side and 10 on my side of Libra. Let it come round, don't talk like that, don't come right back, they reaching. I forget where the kid came from, but I guess they did amnesia. Hard to tell when I'm making this shit look. Shawty want signs of 10 on my side and 10 on my side of Libra. Let it come round, don't talk like that, don't come right back, they reaching. I forget where the kid came from, but I guess they did amnesia. Hard to tell when I'm making this shit look. 50 miles to my say, 50 miles to my bay. Long as my circle tight, long as my circle pay. If she gon' make my man, if she gon' make my man, I need my Beyonce. Gotta stay tough, gotta stay tough, stay low. Then I'm a bug call, then I'm a bug call. Down with a kid like that, I'ma hold him so maybe. Even out when I always gon' stay, I ain't get good and you will be perfect. Shawty want signs of 10 on my side and 10 on my side of Libra. They come round, don't go like that.
What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video. This video is going to be a little bit of a different one considering all of my tunes that I've posted have been for CarX, Drift Racing Online. This one is going to be for CarXStreet and it's going to be a perfect chase tune for the E36 M3. So to start with, you want to do an engine swap and you want to put a 2JZ in it. If you can't afford to put a 2JZ in it, the B28 would be fine. So you want racing ECU, sports turbo, racing cam, racing intake, fuel, cylinder, engine and exhaust. Everything racing except for the turbo. You can do the racing turbo, but it's not really needed. Then you want to turn the rev limiter all the way up, the turbine pressure, which is the boost, RPMs and torque all the way up. And then I was going to put a T60 transmission in just for the extra gear. But I figured that most people probably aren't going to have a lot of gold. I don't even have a lot of gold myself. So I stuck with a stock transmission. And then I did a racing clutch, welded diff, elite gearbox. And then the tune is as follows. So you want the gear shifting speed to be as far left as possible, 0.37. You want the final drive to be as far right as possible, 3.56. First gear is 3.37, second is 2.03, third is 1.55, fourth is 1.2, and then fifth stock, reverse gear stock. This is something I forgot to do. So you want transmission losses all the way to the left. And then when it comes to body, it's stock body, racing weight reduction, and no fuel tank, no aero, no nothing. No tune on that. Suspension, you want elite front suspension arms, ultimate stabilizers, stock brakes, stabilizers, rear suspension arms, front springs, front dampers, rear springs, and so on and so forth. And then the tune, again, is as follows. You want to slam the front and rear spring length. So you want the front to be 69, the rear to be 83 millimeters. You want the stiffness to be 160 on the front and 134 on the rear. You want the stabilizer, so the anti-roll bars, to be 75. Camber -6 on the front, on the rear around 2.5, -2.5. Caster 7.1. However, if you want the car to be more snappy, like if you want it to snap more, like when you transition from left to right, you want to pull it all the way up. If you want a more smoother transition from left to right, you want to turn it down. And obviously the middle ground is the middle ground. Ackerman, you want a 36, but you can experiment with it yourself. Steering angle, you want max. if anything, if you can get a better control arm, the ultimate control arm, just max the steering angle out. It would do you fate. It would do so much for you. Wheel toe, just 0.13 on the front. On the rear, you want minus 0.13. So the front is plus 0.13 and the rear is minus 0.13. And then you want to tune your dampers. You want stock slow bump and stock slow rebound, and then your fast bump on the front you want around 2,800, sorry, and on your fast rebound you want around 3,800. And on the rear, you want around 3,000 on the fast bump on the rear, and then you want around 4,100 on the fast rebound. And then for wheels, you want the ultimate spacers. You want 265 R18s all round. Again, you can experiment. You can go thinner, like on the rear, to get a bit more like a kick. But this is my sweet spot. And you want standard stretch front and rear. And for the tune, you want 1.5 on the front and then 3 on the rear. And then the front spacers, this is just down to personal preference, but I went for like a somewhat square fit. So the front is 5, the rear is 1. Well, minus 4, sorry. So yeah, that's the tune. And then you also want to put Street Plus tyres on. So if you're a chase car, put Streets Plus on. If you're a lead car, put standard street tyres on. The only reason I say put Street Plus on if you're a chase car is because you can stay up on the inside of them. When you've got standard streets on, you find yourself like slipping back a little bit. Not like in distance, I mean like you can't really stand that door, you'll end up like the fuel cap. It's such a odd explanation, I don't know, but that's what happens. I'd also highly recommend putting a roll bar in the car, because it does tighten it up a little bit. Even though the stats don't change, it definitely tightens up a little bit. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the tune. If you did, please leave a like on the video and comment down below what you want me to tune next. Thank you for watching. See you next time.